Join us as we bike to a brewery and hike to one of the best lookouts in New York. We are going to be starting our bike ride from the town of Latham, and we're going to be going to Schenectady, and it's going to be about a 20 to 25 mile bike ride round trip, and it should be a good time. Here we go. We just arrived, and this bike rack makes it really easy to get the bikes off the car. It's a little colder out than we anticipated, but I'm sure we'll quickly warm up. We started out at this place called Mohawk Riverside Landing Park, which is kind of near Niskayuna, Latham, New York, and we are going to be going on the Erie Canal Bike Trail, which is over 350 miles long, that runs from Albany all the way to Buffalo. The Erie Canal Trail is a great spot to bike, especially if you're looking to avoid riding on the road. I've ridden this section of the trail many times before, but this was actually Kate's first time on this bike path. Along the path, you'll pass by neighborhoods, parks, farm fields, businesses, and locks along the river. If you bike the whole trail, you'll actually pass by 57 different locks. We decided to stop and take a look at Lock 7 to see if anything was going on. A few interesting things that I learned are that all canal system lock dimensions are 328 feet long and 45 feet wide, and that the overall length of the canal system, including all of its lateral waterways, is 524 miles long. The bike I'm riding is a Trek 4300D hardtail mountain bike with disc brakes. I got it new in 2010 for about $650. It's a 24 speed and the seating position is very comfortable. I'd say it's my go-to bike for casual rides or if I know I'll be on dirt roads for an extended period of time. Kate's bike is a Schwinn Super Sport hybrid bike. She got it new in 2020 for $600 while she was living in Colorado. I'd say she's done a good number of rides with it and likes it a lot, and it is a 21 speed. I'd say the Erie Canal Trail is pretty scenic and it's relatively flat, but there is the occasional hill. A good amount of the path runs right along the Mohawk River, so that's also nice. No matter where you live along the path, it's worth checking out if you're into biking and you've never biked on it before. And on average, people budget at least 5 days to bike the trail if you're thinking about doing the whole thing. And if you do bike the whole thing, you will have pedaled over 360 miles in total. Kate's up ahead of me a little bit, and while it is nice out because it's 50 degrees and sunny, you can probably hear it's very windy, so the wind is making it a little bit harder than it needs to be. Are you enjoying these hills?
Oh yeah, I'm still tired from yesterday.
Yesterday we biked on the Albany Rail Trail to where he's going back from Albany, and Kate actually did the longest bike ride of her life yesterday, and it was like 20.5 miles in total. While we're biking to the brewery, I figured I'd show you around our bike rack, and I really like this one a lot. It is very expensive. They've gone up in price since I purchased this, but this is the one-up single rack with an add-on addition. I've had this first tray for about a year, and then after that I bought this one because you can add up to 3 trays on the single rack. If you start with purchasing the double, you can add up to 2 more trays to have a 4 bike rack in total. I'm really happy with the bike rack. I was kind of weary about buying it at first just due to the price, but I'm sure it'll hold up for a very long time because it's all made of aluminum, so I never really have to worry about it rusting. Once we go under this sign up here, it's going to turn into a very steep hill. The brewery we're biking to is called Frog Alley Brewing, and it's in downtown Schenectady, and it was established in 2018, and we've been there a few times before, and they have really good cauliflower crust pizza, and I really like their IPA that they're known for. Hey. Before we make it to the brewery, I want to show you guys the hike we did the other day. Today we're going to be doing a hike called Indian Head, and it's going to be about 9.5 to 10 miles round trip but it won't be that hard of a hike. Most of it is walking down a dirt road. This hike starts from the Adirondack Mountain Reserve parking lot off of Route 73 across from the Roaring Brook Trailhead in the town of Keene in upstate New York. The rules here are very strict, and from May to October, you need a parking permit to park in this lot. You can make the necessary but free parking reservation up to 2 weeks in advance at hikeamr.org. Hiking is the only method of travel allowed here for the general public. No motorized vehicles or even bicycles are allowed unless you're a member of the prestigious Adirondack Mountain Reserve Club. As visitors to the private land, it's very important to be respectful and to follow AMR's rules and regulations so public access doesn't ever get taken away. I think we've gone over enough rules for today. Anyways, let's get back to the hike and show you why we came here. I think we have another mile to go on the lake road, and then we will be starting the 0.5, 0.6 mile up to the Indian Head Lookout. I think that was the last little incline we just came up. It's kind of flattened out up here. Oh, I see the sign. Indian Head this way. Wow, it's quite the view. I don't really think I need to explain it. You can see how awesome this viewpoint is. There was a group up here when we first got here, but they've since left. So we've had the place to ourselves for a little bit. With the wind, it's definitely cold up here. I'm assuming it's like around 5 to 10 degrees out with wind chill. How do you like the view?
It's beautiful.
It's a great view. I wish we could paddle on the lake. And it's just turned into a really good day. We have an awesome view of this mountain range over here. I used to be able to tell you the mountains, but I don't remember anymore. The wind has picked up quite a lot.
It took us 4 hours and 18 minutes, and we did just under 9.5 miles.
We've officially made it into downtown Schenectady. Rivers Casino is right over here, and this is the point at which we get off the bike path, this intersection, and ride on the roads until we get to the brewery. Just got off our bikes to walk them across a busy intersection, and now we're about half a mile away, and you can see Kate's behind me somewhere. There it is, right over there, that newer building. You made it.
Woohoo.
Cool, I think that'll work for what we're doing. Thank you. What do you think you're gonna get?
I think I'm gonna get the orange seltzer.
Sounds good. They look good.
Yeah, they do.
Cheers. It's good. We decided to sit over on this table because from here we can see the bikes. Do you like it? Would you get it again? Like, does it taste like orange?
It's pretty like normal tasting, but it's good.
Kate's looking at the menu on her phone. We decided we're gonna get something to eat. What do you think you want to get?
Either maybe a pizza or a pretzel. What do you think?
I think the pretzel sounds good. We decided we're gonna get the pretzel with beer cheese dip.
I'm just looking at my Strava, and it says that it took us 12 miles to get here and an hour and 25 minutes of moving time.
This looks good.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of a lot. It's a lot more than I was expecting.
Me too.
This looks really good, but I'm assuming this is gonna make me a lot slower on the way back. Now I'm gonna try it. They're kind of really warm.
They are really warm.
pretzel is really good. I don't want to have too much more. And Kate's actually going to stay here. And I'm going to bike back, get the car, and then drive back here to pick her up. It's 4:37, so sunset is in an hour. And I'm going to go use the bathroom and then head out. Got all my stuff together. I'm going to leave. I'm going to time myself and see how long it takes. All right, see ya.
Bye, be safe.
I think I'm 2 to 3 miles away from the brewery at this point, and the temperature has dropped a little bit, and it's more shady now. So it definitely feels colder, but I feel like I'm making good time so far. It's a lot more comfortable without my backpack and GoPro on. I left it with Kate because I didn't want to film too much on the way back to save time. And also I had the drone and mini tripod and a couple other things in my backpack, so I just didn't need it. It's definitely a little bit colder out, but it's still a beautiful evening. I've got that big hill coming up ahead, so I'm gonna put the phone away. I left the brewery at 4:45, and I'm hoping to get back to the car around 5:30. We're back. It's right after sunset, and we're the only ones here. I just stopped the timer and checked the clock, and it is 5:36, and it took me 50 minutes and 30 seconds to get here. You can see I got my bike on the car and took my helmet off, and now I've got to go pick up Kate. If you've never been to Frog Alley Brewing or this Erie Canal bike path or have hiked to Indian Head before, they're all worth your while. You won't be disappointed at any place. And as always, thanks for watching.